straight. He knows better, because Mom will go upside his head with a frying pan.
Yeah, there you go.
That's one lesson in life I think everybody learns, male and female. Never, ever piss off Mom.
Yep, yeah, so, that should be alright. Don't have to worry about having the headaches with the other stuff, so, you know, I took all that stuff that, was on my computer, and for now I saved it onto, Dropbox, and made it, so that it's on Dropbox only and not on the computer, so, now I'm only using about a quarter of the hard drive space. So hard drive is almost empty.
Yeah, just leaving a pause in there so somebody wants to get in. Plus I kind of, since I use this hand trigger now, I've gotten into the habit, or I try to stay in the habit, where I say a few words, and then I unkey it. Kind of like a manual Vox, if you will. I can't run regular Vox here because I got a young kid in the house and an old lady that likes to yell, so I don't want that crap on the air, so that's why I don't use Vox. But I just use manual Vox. Is there any chance, Mark, that you'll get back into that original career you had, or, yeah, I don't know, I guess that's kind of a specialty thing.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, depends on what happens. Still got that other company that owes me a lot of money, so, and they're trying to collect on some jobs that, they haven't been able to collect on, so they've got liens on it, you know, so I guess we'll just see.
Yeah, the only problem with a lien is they would have to sell the property for your former company to get their money. Yeah, but as long as they owe you, you'll never go broke. Yeah, but you can't spend an IOU. The grocery store don't take it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
you guys watch the tonight in New Jersey?
They have I don't know if it's called a mechanics lien, but you know, as long as there's liens on the job, the general contractor cannot turn it over to the owner, and from what I understand, the general contractor hasn't been paid from the owner. So there you go. It's like a chain.
Oh boy, there was a little double, but I heard you both. I heard both. Everything you guys said, you just doubled at the beginning a little. Daniel, answer your question. I did not. Mark, did you watch the race?
No, we weren't here. Went to her son's moving into a new house, so we went up to see it.
Yeah, it was a great rally. Great rally. The part I enjoyed the most, two professional football players, both black players, and I'm assuming they were retired. I didn't exactly recognize them, but that didn't matter. They just come up on stage and had some comments to make. And they were extremely positive comments.
and both of them had been lifelong Democrats. That is, until they met and got to know Donald Trump. Man, did they come on and support the Republican Party and Donald Trump. And I hope there was a whole bunch of black people watching that. KB802.
WR4AB. WW4MC.
I did watch Mr. Trump's rally up in Jersey. He did a rally in Jersey. It was freaking hilarious the way he was slamming Potato Head. I freaking cracked up, man. He is, I'll tell you what, he can be a funny guy when he wants.
That's just what I was referring to. The rally in Jersey. I asked if you had watched it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, because you and Mark Double, I misunderstood part of what you said. But yeah, that was awesome. I didn't see the whole thing, though. I only saw Trump speak. I didn't see the football players. I only saw like an outtake of it on Newsmax, but what I saw on there was awesome.
Yeah. And that's exactly what I was referring to. And those two black, I'm assuming retired football players, man, they had both been lifelong Democrats, and they said, we're not going to get duped anymore. We're done with them. We're done with that bloody Democratic Party. We are now Republicans. We're now Trump supporters. It was just marvelous to behold.
Believe it or not, Daniel, the same talk is coming from one of the most unlikely places you can imagine. The city of Chicago. The black people there are mad. I mean, they're freaking steaming mad because the governor and the mayor of Illinois, the mayor of Chicago and the governor of the state, what's his name, Pritzker, they're letting so many illegals in there that the black people are, they're feeling threatened by it. They're pissed off. They're like, what is this, man? We're citizens, and y'all are treating these illegals better than us. And they're getting pissed off. They're starting to wake up. That is a good thing. I would absolutely probably keel over from the shock if I saw Illinois go red in November.
I would love to see that. It's going to be a lot tighter than it ever was in history. And believe it or not, same with New York. What you just described, the same thing is happening. Same exact thing you just described is happening in New York, and those people are pissed off at it.
Well, that's not the only reasons, but think about it. The inflation's killing everybody. Everybody's struggling to get by. I mean, I don't have to tell you guys, you're in the same boat I am. We go to the grocery store, and we just cringe every time we walk in there. So everybody's hurting there. If anybody's got any investments, they're not making any money. And that includes millionaire football players and athletes. Those guys aren't all stupid. They don't all throw their money away. A lot of them are smart, and they invest their money for their future and their family's future. Well, when they see their investments tanking, and they're losing hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, or maybe even millions, they get pissed. Who wouldn't get pissed? Even if I were a multi-millionaire, I wouldn't be happy about losing a ton of money.
Yeah, and probably one of the biggest things is the erosion of the rights of the citizens. The Democrats are trying to do their best to erode citizens' rights of freedom to speak your mind. They don't want you to do that. If you disagree with them, you're a racist. They're trying to dictate what you can say, what you can eat. What else am I going to, what you can buy, what you can use. I mean, people just want to be left alone. In other words, let's say you've been cooking on a gas stove all your life, and that's all you ever want. And the Dems say, well, we're going to eliminate that because that's detrimental to the environment. And we want you to buy an electric car for the same reasons. And on and on and on. Trying to dictate people what they can do, what they can eat, what they can buy, what they can sell, where they can live. And it just never ends. People had it right up to their ears of this shit. No more.
Amen. I couldn't have said it better myself. They want to control your diet. They want to control your money. They want to take away your firearms. They want you to be defenseless. Oh, guns are bad. Yeah, but all of them have armed security personnel. If Pelosi and all them Congress critters, all those anti-gun scumbags in Washington, if they gave up their personal armed guards, I might contemplate giving up mine, but that ain't going to happen. So, you know, in other words, it's okay for me to have armed security, but you can't. I don't think so. Plus, they want to tax us to death. They even tax you in blue states when you die. They tax your estate. Let's see what else. With all these illegals coming in, they give them free money. No, these effing illegals got more rights than we do. They get free medical care. They get money from the government. They get green cards. Hell, they're handing out green cards like freaking candy now, just so they can register them to vote.
Yeah, let's get back to guns. I'm going to make this statement about guns. If guns kill, that's a big if. If guns kill, then I would say I would be all for banning guns. But today, one of these Democrats can prove to me that my gun can get up off the table all by itself and go shoot and kill somebody. Then I'll say, you better come and take these guns because they're dangerous. But until that time, I ain't buying it.
Exactly. I could take a revolver or a semi-auto, and I can load it, and I can set it on a table. And as long as a human being doesn't go anywhere near it, that thing will sit there for 2,000 years and not hurt a soul.
Exactly. What do you think about that, Mark?
Yes, that's right. A chunk of steel does not kill. A person does. And with the commie rats up there, they used to be Democrats, but now they're commie rats because they're communists, taken over by the former Communist Party, which there is none anymore. It's the Democrat Party now. But instead of taking care of the actual problem, which is partially, probably a good part now, caused by them because of the lousy economy and twisted things that they're trying to promote, like fagotism and being caught at that, which includes trans fags, and they're confusing people's minds, or, you know, those weak-minded people, and then the economy is the other part of it. You know, people can't stand the economy and just can't survive, and they do things like kill other people. So they need to be looking at maybe identifying these individuals, especially in school nowadays, and get them help instead of saying, oh, that gun did it. There you go. WW4MC.
WR4AB.
And I got something to comment, KBOTM. You want to look at DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. All you got to do is look 3 places. And that is, man, I can't, my brain ain't working. The Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence, and the National Anthem. Just look at those three entities. It's all diversity, it's all equity, and it's all inclusion. It includes everybody that's a citizen in the country. Why look anywhere else? KBOTM.
Yeah, the problem is the left is twisting that DEI around, and they're putting people into positions in government, and a lot of these companies are putting people in positions that they're not qualified for, and they're only doing it because of skin color and ethnic background. It's just like when they started affirmative action, except now they got a different name for it. But it's the same thing. And basically, affirmative action, at least in my opinion, is government-sanctioned racism. Because look, if you got 2 guys applying for a job at the U.S. Post Office, one guy has 20 years experience, he's been a postman forever, knows the thing inside out. Then you got another guy who happens to be some sort of minority. Oh, we got to hire the minority. That's wrong. You should hire the person that's most qualified for the position, regardless of what color they are or where they come from.
Yeah. Well, originally, the design was very, very good. It was called Equal Opportunity. I was all for that. I am for that now, and I'll be for that in the future. So, once again, it relates to what you just said. Equal opportunity for those who might be qualified overall.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe in that. I strongly believe in that. I don't care if well, of course now with the government, with these stupid laws they have, they've got these quotas. If you own a large company and you employ, I think it's over 50 people, oh, you have to have such and such a percentage of minorities. I don't have a problem with hiring a minority if they're qualified for the position I'm going to hire them for. But don't force me to hire people that know absolutely nothing about the product I'm making or manufacturing over people that are more experienced.
Yeah. And these days, I'm having a problem interpreting what the definition of a minority is. I think that has changed drastically over the years. And in a lot of instances, I think you would recognize both you and Mark